Most people who are involved with the bone cleaning community in one way or another, whether it's like vulture culture, skull cleaning, whatever it is, will hear don't say the words bleach or boil when it comes to skulls, or other bones for that matter. But some people will be out here like, hey, I've actually used bleach and my bones seem fine. How could this be? For starters, bleach is always going to affect things differently, also depending on how much you use, how diluted it was, how long the thing was soaked for. All three of these skulls were soaked in bleach. Out of the three, this one's the one that fared the best. It was soaked the least amount of time and in the highest dilution of water to bleach ratio. You can see that it has some awful grease staining, which I cannot safely remove, and the bones have gotten thinner and worn out more quickly that I haven't really noticed that much, but over time it's making a difference. This skull that I did around the same time as that skunk there has the most apparent damage. It flakes just about every time that I pull it out, like that's a flake right there. This skull I had purchased on eBay. I won't be doing that ever again. And at first I didn't even know it was bleached. It has since started yellowing and becoming, as you can see there, porous. It wasn't like that for the first 2 years that I owned it. I've had it for over 5 years now. So you might be saying, well, why does that change over time? Like, why was it fine for the first couple of years, but then after that, you start to notice all these differences, these changes, these negative outcomes? And that's because bleach is a bit of a double whammy. Not only is it going to kind of decalcify your bones in the first place, but it doesn't stop after you remove the bones from the solution. It will continue to break down and deteriorate these bones until you deactivate it. And wouldn't you know it, how do you deactivate bleach? Hydrogen peroxide, the stuff that you should be using to whiten your bones in the first place. Because no, hot water does not work. It's not effective. So even if you rinse your bones in hot water, or if you rinse them at all, that's not going to deactivate the bleach. Hydrogen peroxide will. So if you're going to be cleaning bones, skip that middleman. Don't worry about having to use bleach and then deactivate that bleach and just kind of hope that it's going to decalcify your bones. Just stick with hydrogen peroxide for whitening them. It's safe, it's effective, and it's going to be a lot easier and cheaper for you in the end. You can also use sun bleaching, but there are some risks that come with that. I don't know enough details to tell you about it, but I've heard that sun bleaching can kind of weaken bones over time. Either way, especially if you're working on a bone that you really care about, like maybe it's an animal that passed away that you were close to, don't take your risk with bleach. Just use what's already tried and true.